my fellow fighters, and the people of the world. It seems as if the video I made in the morning speaking and exposing my beautiful sister Madam Ntsiki Mazwai and the brother man Mr. Vusi Khoza didn't sit well with our sister Madam Ntsiki Mazwai, because I say things like she's an opportunist in this game of politics and she moves with the wind. And by the way, guys, unpopular opinion, I still stand by that, because I believe that, and I genuinely meant it when I said she's an opportunist and she moves with the wind. So that's what I think, and I'm going to substantiate. And I didn't even want to do this because I have so much respect for my sister. But as much as she gave it, I might as well give it back, because there's too much proof to prove that she's an opportunist and she moves with the wind. Let me read first to do justice to her, because she actually replied in that video. She commented, and the fighters are having her, and shout out to them for that. But this is her comment. This is the comment she commented, fighters and everyone else. You are just bitter, fighters. We won't campaign for you, no matter how desperate you are for our attention. Floyd and I have known each other since we were young, and I know his mind. Floyd is much smarter than all of you put together. You are just bitter. Let me unsubscribe. You always speak shit about me, and it's not like your analyses have depth. I was just here to laugh at the bitterness. Keep well. Keep well, my sister. Thank you very much. Keep well too. May God bless you in all your endeavors in this world. May God make sure He grants you your heart wishes, and make sure He blesses you with everything you can ever want. But I still stand by my position. You are very opportunistic, and many people have seen it. Many people have analyzed you. Many people have seen you for who you are. It's just the truth. Own up to it, my sister. I own up to the comment when you say I'm bitter. Yes, I'm bitter. So you are also an opportunist. Agree. Say yes, I'm an opportunist. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you are. That's what you have shown us to be. So I'll never take those words back. I stick by those words. So my sister, let's interrogate your comment, because there's a bit of lie in your comment. And this is what I talk about, guys. This is what I talk about when I say these people, they say one thing today, tomorrow they say something else. A first comment there, she says, you are just bitter fighters. We won't campaign for you, no matter how desperate you are for our attention. But 1 week back or 2 weeks back, Uzolo, look, you were campaigning for the CIC. Aren't you the one, Madam Ntsiki Mazwai, who was campaigning for the CIC, Julius Malema, to be the mayor of Joburg?
We need to support our African leaders, because, to be honest, if we take them down, so ngicela support nje Malema for mayor.
Aren't you the one who was doing that? So what do you mean when you say, no matter how much we seek your attention, you're not going to campaign? But you were campaigning without us even asking you to campaign. But you did it. You were campaigning for the CIC, and you were telling the people of South Africa, the CIC is the son of the soil, and you guys should rather vote for him to be the mayor of Joburg than vote for Helen Zille. Aren't you the one who was saying that? You are the one who was saying that. We didn't say that for you. We didn't force you to say that. You say that. Today you are lying and you say you're not going to campaign. But you did campaign. Why are you lying? Take it back. You were lying. You are exposed lying right now. Fighters, we're going to do this the hard way, because I can do it. As much as they can bring it on, I can give it back. So, okay. Floyd and I have known each other since we were young, and I know his mind. Floyd is much smarter than all of you put together. Let me tell you something, my sister. There is no one who has ever disagreed with the fact that Floyd is well educated and very smart. I agree. He's very smart than many of us put together. Even smarter than Julius Malema. Nobody disagrees with that. We all know that. He's very smart. Nobody disagreed. Nobody claimed to be smarter than him in the EFF Anyways, I've never heard any fighter say, I'm smarter than Floyd. But I've heard fighters say, I'm loyal than Floyd. I have self-respect than Floyd. I'm more physically fit than Floyd. I've heard fighters say that I will stand by my brother no matter what than Floyd can. I've heard fighters say that I will stand by the EFF no matter how deep the smoke is. I've heard fighters say that. You know what else I've heard fighters say? I've heard fighters say, I will never go to a public platform and speak so loud in bombastic languages, in bombastic English, thinking that there isn't people like this and Q who are going to hear me. Fighters said to me, I will never go to a public platform and speak so much bombastic, allegedly educational English to the point whereby I end up tripping over myself and say inconsistent things. I've also heard fighters say that as much as he's smart, he's also not loyal. He's also not an honorable man. He betrayed his pride. I've also heard fighters say that. And I don't know why my sister, as a woman who has genuine God-given instinct, you couldn't even have the genuine discernment to analyze this man's character and see him for he is. So I say you are an opportunist because you didn't even allow your own instinct to analyze a man's character and see the flaws in him. Can be smart, but a man can also lie. A smart men lie. Smart men deceive the nation. Smart men say things that are not consistent. They self-sabotage. Smart, very well-educated, intelligent men contradict themselves. They say this now, they say that next. Smart men, educated men can go to a public platform and say things like, I've never taken a decision to sit in private meetings and discuss an individual, so I'm not divisive. That same smart man can also contradict himself and say, we were sitting in a room with fellow EFF members and we were discussing Julius Malema that is not fit for leadership and he was not there. Intelligent men can do that. Intelligence doesn't doesn't give you credibility as a man. There's plenty of men who are educated, but where is their character? Where is their moral code? So as we're not just looking at intelligence, we're not just looking at someone being smart, we're looking at leadership qualities, we're looking at someone's personality, someone's psyche, we're looking at someone's track record of loyalty, consistency. And your man who you claim you're campaigning for, you have always known, doesn't have none of that. And you as a woman, you should be the one to have genuine, basic God-given instinct to discern that. And you didn't. Opportunist. Because you saw an opportunity to ride on the cloud he currently has. Yes. So if you can accept that you move with the wind and you're an opportunist, I'll accept that I am bitter. Because in the comment you said, you are just bitter. Yes. Okay. Yazin, let me do this. To be fair, I accept I am bitter. Accept you are an opportunist again. Fair game. 1-1. 1-1. Don't let it be 1-0. Don't let it be me, the only one who's accepting. Also accept, my sister. I am bitter. You are an opportunist. Let's move on with life. This is how life is. Okay, my sister, you also say something here. You say that, let me unsubscribe. You always speak shit about me, and it's not like your analysis have depth. I was just here to laugh at the bitterness. My sister, I'm also laughing now. That means I must be a joking bitter person because I'm laughing to my own bitterness. Okay, my sister, shout out to you. One thing I can tell you, my sister, is that there's people who watch someone's YouTube channel, but they didn't subscribe. So just because you subscribed doesn't mean you won't be out here watching my channel, watching Amakona. I know those people. Those people have always been there. And there's someone in your own comment who has proven me that he once unsubscribed and came back to subscribe to my channel, and he was busy watching me while he didn't subscribe to my channel. It's there, down below, in your own comment in my video. Let me read it. Okay, I replied, I said, whatever, you're too exposed anyway. And then this giver says, in your dreams, Floyd is smarter in everything. And then for a moment, there's the comment from YT. He commented down below in your own comment. He's replying to your comment. He's saying this, what I just said now. He's saying, Ntsiki Mazwai, Ntsiki, I believe you are on some kind. I don't agree with what he said, so I'm not going to say it. I don't think you are. And then he says, hey, this is not the comment I was looking for. I don't agree with that comment. Okay. The last comment is like, decent Q, thanks for exposing her. Since she is bragging about unsubscribing, I will also brag about subscribing. I've just renewed my subscription. This YT guy is the same guy who has always been threatening to unsubscribe in my channel. And he unsubscribed, but continued watching my channel. I'm like, Moose, you say you're gonna unsubscribe. Why are you commenting? So you are watching, but you're watching on my corner. So my sister, you can also do that. There's nothing wrong. You can also comment while you are not a subscriber. It's fine. That's how the world moves. Many YouTube channels, each and every day, they are watched by people who didn't subscribe. I'm sure even your own channel, there's plenty of people who didn't subscribe who watch your channel. So it's not a secret. Things like this happen. So it's expected you'll continue watching because I'm just that guy. I'm very fun. But let's interrogate this comment because it's also inconsistent and it says a lot about you, my sister. You are saying here, let me unsubscribe. You always speak shit about me and it's not like your analysis have depth. I was just here to laugh at the bitterness. Guys, tell me if I'm wrong. How does a full-grown woman who has self-discernment, self-love, self-actualization sit back and go and subscribe to a young boy's channel, a boy who is bitter, and you continue to watch that bitterness and laugh? So what does that say about you? A person who is ready to subscribe and watch bitter content, watch bitterness just to laugh. You laugh when people are being bitter. So what does that say about you? You watch content that is bitter just to laugh. So when you kaza bitterness, is that what you're saying? That's what you're saying, right? You are saying that. It's not me. You said it here. So what does that expose me? Or does that expose you? So it's things like this we look at when we're analyzing people's characteristics and behaviors. We don't scratch the surface. We go deeper like we're boiling water in the rural areas to interrogate people's behaviors on a psyche level. So if you are watching bitter content and you are laughing, what does that say about you? Because you also subscribe to that bitter content. Now you're threatening to unsubscribe because you're saying, I always talk shit about you. I always talk good about you, my sister. Those who watch my channel will tell you I speak very good about you each and every day. Go watch all my videos where I speak about our beautiful sister, Madam Ntsiki Mazwai. I speak very good about you, my sister. On the lead up to King Sage So as consent of the funding of the Paseta school, which I support very much. To the lead up to that, let me not even speak about that, because I don't think it's relevant. But yeah, let's park that aside. I don't think it's relevant. But I was very supportive of you. Very supportive of you having to be the MC. So how now do you come and say I speak shit about you when I've always supported you? So it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. So guys, just to confirm before I end this conversation, I still stand by my word. My beautiful sister is very opportunistic. Just look at what she did to the MK party and what she did to the EFF before. Now she's playing with the same book now with Floyd Chibam. The same book she's been using. And the EFF, there's a period where she used to like the EFF. She used to speak very good about the EFF. And she was trying to be seen as this credible Mbokoto woman. And she wanted to be selected. In fact, she was calling for the EFF to select her, to take her to parliament because yena uyimbokoto. She's a strong woman. And she believed the women who are in the EFF and in parliament and surrounding Julius Malema, they are weak women. That's her. She said that. They are weak women. She said that. I didn't say that. I've never said anything like that about women, but she says that as a woman who advocates for women's rights, as a feminist woman. She's saying that about other women. And then when that offer was rejected for her to be selected to go to represent the EFF as a Mbokoto, guess what she did? The same playbook is already predictable. She started speaking very bad about the EFF, very bad about the women in the EFF, very bad about the CIC. So who is wrong here? Then Ntsiki MK party, when it was started, she was one of the people who was very supportive. She was telling the whole world, yeah, there's a new vehicle to bring liberation to black people. She was always in the presence of the MK party. She was there, even posing questions to the leadership of the MK party as a journalist. And I think she's done a good job doing that. She was always there, supportive. Then Ntsiki is into for the MK party. There's too much drama. There's too much inconsistency. She's no more there. And she was placing herself to be selected as this Mbokoto woman, also in the MK party. And when she was rejected that favor, when she was rejected that offer, she started speaking bad about it. Even now, she continues to speak, discredit President Jacob Zuma and the MK party. So who is wrong here? Because she used to say, the MK party is full of testosterone big men. And they should allow an opportunity to women. Women must be in the leadership in the MK party, and it shouldn't be the weak women like the EFF. It should be Mbokoto. She said that. It's not me. She said that. And then when that offer was rejected, just look at what she says today. Go watch her platforms, the things she says about President Jacob Zuma and the MK party. All of a sudden, it's no more a vehicle to black liberation. So who is wrong? Is the guy exposing the inconsistency wrong, or is the inconsistency the one that's supposed to be wrong? So my sister, I'm not having it, because I still stick by my word. And I respected you so much, you know. But this comment is like, it is what it is. If this is what you have to say about me, I might as well just speak, man. I might as well just speak, because I can. So don't expect me, guys, to be asking favors from people. Don't expect me to be acting like I'm so lovey-dovey just to fit in the game of political commentary. Or I'm not trying to fit in with anyone. I'm going to speak what I want to speak. I'm going to speak. And I'm not going to insult anyone. I'm not going to disrespect anyone. I've never done that. I've never insulted anyone's wife, anyone's husband, anyone's children. I've never done that. I speak my brutal, honest truth according to how I see it. All of a sudden, people are triggered. All of a sudden, we are bitter for speaking the truth. But the truth is the truth. We might as well just be bitter. After all, the bitter lemon is used to cure flu. So if it can cure flu, it can be used to cure flu. The bitter lemon. So it's not that bad. Being bitter is not bad because it can also cure flu. So I might as well just be the bitter lemon. So it is what it is, guys. I mean, I'm not here to massage people's emotions. I'm not here for that. But I respect my sister. I will always respect her. But I must also get the respect back. Respect is earned. You can't come here and call me bitter and all of these things. I'm not bitter. I'm not. And everyone knows that. I just speak the truth that is uncomfortable. But it is what it is, guys. It's now all up to you. I've given you all the evidence to see what it is. And I didn't have to do this. I didn't even want to do this. But I was pushed to do this. So I had to do it. So it is what it is, guys. I thank you very much. Thank you.